Good morning, children. These days we are discussing about history first chapter, and last day we discussed about manuscripts and inscriptions and all these things and the sources of histories. All these things we discuss. Today I am going to discuss and concluding this chapter, and the topic is that one past or many, and what do dates mean. These two topics we can discuss now. Now you have to open page number 6 and 7 and how to listen that video. Okay. So did you notice that the title of this book, title of our history book is that our past is known as. So we have used the word past in plural to draw attention to the fact that the past was different for different groups of people. So why we are using the past as a plural? Because past was different for different groups of people. One example is, many example is given in textbook. For example, the lives of herders or farmers were different from those of kings and queens. So that is, the lives of the herders and farmers different from the lives of the kings and queens. So that is why the different group, different history. Okay, an example is given, that is today most of people living in Andaman Islands get their own foods, fish, and by fishing, hunting, and collecting forest produce. So their history is different from who are those who are living in cities. So like that, the past is different for the different groups. So the life of the city and the history of the city is different from the history of the villages and history of the forest dwellers. So that is why the past we are using is plural, because the history, the different groups, the different. The past is different for different groups. Then another thing is there is another kinds of difference. We know the great deal about kings and their battles. We know about the kings and their battles. The histories we are getting. Why? Because the history of the kings and queens, they kept records of their victories. Generally, ordinary people such as hunters, fishing flock gatherers, farmers, or herders did not keep records. So why we are knowing about the kings' lives and history of the kings and queens and their victories? Because they are keeping all the records. But the ordinary people, they are not keeping records. That is why we are not getting the history of the ordinary people much. But we are getting history of the kings and queens because they are preserving records. That is why. Okay. Then what do dates means? Next topic is that what do dates means? So now we are using dates. Okay, dates is very important because everything we are mentioning through dates. Okay, what is happened today means that is the date we are clearly mentioned. Okay, and we are using. So if we take one date, 16/8/2019. Okay, so date is clearly mentioned, and what is happened in this day, we are like that we are writing. Okay, so the date is very important. How these dates become? Okay, how it is become important, how it is originated. So mainly now in the modern year, how the dates are knowing, the dates, these years are continued from the dates generally assigned to the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, the years are continued from the dates generally assigned to the birth of the Jesus Christ. So from the birth of the Jesus Christ, now we are dividing before Christ and after Christ. Okay, BC and AD, before Christ. BC means before Christ, and AD means the Latin word Anno Domini, the years of the Lord, the years of the Lord. Like that we are dividing. So after the birth of the Jesus Christ, the dates we divided before and after Jesus Christ, before and after Jesus Christ. Now that is why we are now AD, the we are AD 2020. Okay, AD 2020 now. Okay, so that is about the dates. Okay, so AD and BC is there, and BC means before Christ. AD means the Latin word that is Anno Domini. Anno, the pronunciation is that expanding. Anno Domini, year of the Lord, year of the Lord. Okay, that is about dates. Okay, so how dates divided before Christ, after the birth of the Jesus, before the birth of Jesus, which is known as before Christ, that is BC, and AD means after the birth of the Jesus Christ, which are the years, that is AD 1, AD 2, AD 3, AD 4, like that. Now we reached AD 2020 August. Okay, AD 2020 August. So after and before Christ. I think you understood about that. So it is, we are using after the birth of the Jesus Christ. Okay. So like that, nowadays dates is going on. So now we are using BC and AD. The CE also using. That is sometimes the countries, they do not like to know the dates in the name of religion. So it is one religion, the Christian religion. So related to Christian religion. So the some countries did not like to know in the name of dates in the name of religion. So that is why CE means a common era, before common era and after common era. Okay. Sometimes CE is used instead of AD. So that means BCE instead before Christ, before common era. Okay, before common era, like that we are using. So because why BCE also using nowadays, we can say that CE also. Okay, CE also, CE, that means before common era and after common era. So that is known as about the before common era and after common era. AD means common era, BC means before common era. Okay, so that is about CE. Okay, so I think you understood that one. Then about the decipherment is given, and what is decipherment? Decipherment, the process of reading and understanding the script used in the inscription, is known as decipherments. Okay, so in the old time, you say the people are using inscriptions. So relatively hard surface, the people use the letters. Maybe it is sometimes pictures. Okay, so page number 8, there is many pictures is given, and the which picture is known as related to letters also. The P is like that, square is used, P. Okay, then like this one is used, that is about the letter of T. Okay, T is used like that, and many picture is given, and that letter also given. So like these pictures, so it is very easy to carve in the stones these kinds of pictures. So that is known as decipherment. Okay, languages which is very used as well as scripts have changed over time. So how do scholars understand what was inscribed? So the old inscriptions, we can see only some kinds of symbols and pictures. Okay, we can see that one, pictures and symbols. If you look at the Edekal cave, in they carved many type of pictures, okay, or symbols. So that is how these kinds of historians are understanding these languages of old languages or old letters or old symbols. That is the true method of decipherment. Decipherment means the process of reading and understanding the script used in inscription. That method is known as decipherment. Decipherment. So that is also, you have to read the textbook clearly and understand it. I think you understood all these chapters and do all the works given in this textbook. I will give today's works also, and those who are not given the some students also pending works are there is, so they also have to send their pending works also. And okay, thank you.